Good day. The school climate and social and emotional learning in Module 23 that I will tackle for today. But before that, I will tackle first the what is classroom climate. According to Houston and DiPietro 2017, students experience the classroom as not just an intellectual space, but also a social, emotional, and physical environment. Classrooms that subtly or indirectly include certain groups of students tend to be common from the student's perspective. Students have a particularly negative reaction to instructors who fail to acknowledge consequential local or national events. So these are the four aspects of classroom climate. The first one, the intellectual. The lesson develops student disciplinary knowledge, skills, and aptitudes. Performance expectations are explicit. Students regularly practice disciplinary skills. Tasks are challenging, important, and authentic. Students receive prompt and specific feedback. And in social, behavior expectations are explicit. Students have opportunities to work together. The instructor ensures equitable and respectful student interaction. The instructor is approachable, resourceful, and proactive. And the instructor solicits and responds to the student feedback. In emotional, the atmosphere is non-competitive and motivating and productive, addresses stereotypes. Students' background and identities are valued. Students are allowed to make low-risk mistakes. And physical, students can interact with and see each other. Students have equal access to physical and online materials. The classroom is free from distraction. And also, the classroom climate is influenced by two things. The first one is physical environment, and the second is the psychological climate. Let's have first the physical environment. Physical environment also has physical classroom condition, furniture arrangement, seating arrangement, and temperature and lighting. While in psychological climate, there are safety, relationships, and teaching and learning. How can an educator ensure that his or her classroom has a positive climate? The positive classroom climate. Number 1, specific classroom rules and procedure are clear. These classroom rules are discussed on the first day of class. Students are involved in rule making, reinforce acceptable behavior and provide negative consequence employed, establish clear limit for unacceptable behavior. Number 6, healthy balance between dominance and cooperation. The teacher is aware of the different needs of students. The teacher has witnessed and also enhance students' responsibility for their own behavior. And number 10, encourage active learning. Promotes and facilitates the individual's discoveries of personal meaning of idea. Emphasize the uniquely personal and subjective nature of learning. Respect for diversity. Recognize people's right to make mistakes. Number 15, tolerates ambiguity. Evaluation is cooperative process with emphasis on self-evaluation. Encourage openness of self rather than concealment of self. Encourage learning to trust in themselves as well as external sources. In 19, make people feel respected. Make people feel accepted, permits confrontation, and develops the cognitive and affective faculties of the learners. So let's come now to social emotional learning, or SEL. What you will learn in social emotional learning. The behavior comes from the trauma-informed practices, how to use SEL and TIPS to address students' most challenging behavior, and second step curriculum. So what is social emotional learning? This is the process through which children and adults acquire and effectively apply the knowledge, attitudes, and skills necessarily to understand and manage emotions, set and achieve positive goals, feel and show empathy for others, establish and maintain positive relationships, and make responsible decisions. These skills are critical to being a good student, citizen, and worker. Many unwanted behaviors can be prevented or reduced when multi-year integrated efforts are used to develop students' social and emotional skills. This is best done through effective classroom instruction and students' engagement in the positive activities in and out of the classroom. So these are the core of social and emotional learning. The first one, the self-awareness. The ability to accurately recognize one's emotions and thoughts and their influence on behavior includes accurately assessing one's strengths and limitations and possessing as well-grounded sense of confidence and optimism. And the next is the self-management. It is the ability to regulate one's emotions, thoughts, and behaviors effectively in different situations. Includes managing stress, controlling impulses, motivating oneself, and setting and working toward achieving personal and academic goals. And the third one is the social awareness. The ability to take perspective of and emphasis with others from diverse backgrounds and cultures, to understand social and ethical norms for behavior, and to recognize family, school, and community resources and supports. The fourth one is the relationship skills. The ability to establish and maintain healthy and rewarding relationships with diverse individuals and groups. This includes communicating clearly, listening actively, cooperating, resisting inappropriate social pressure, negotiating conflict constructively, and seeking and offering help when needed. And the last one, the responsible decision making. The ability to make constructive and respectful choices about personal behavior and social interaction based on consideration of ethical standards, safety concern, social norms, the realistic evaluation of consequences of various actions, and the well-being of self and others.